if this is true from what I'm hearing, it's time for Shedeur to get the hell up out of Cleveland. How and where? Don't know. But why would a team draft a quarterback with so much potential and handle him like what the Cleveland Browns are doing to Shedeur Sanders? For players in the NFL, especially a quarterback, there is only one way for them to get better and continue to make progress. And how a quarterback continues to get better and continue to make progress is preparing as if he's about to play in a game, any given moment. Right? He has to continue to prepare. He has to take reps. Because you never know when your number will be called. And when a player's opportunity arises and he is presented a chance to go out there and show what he can do, if that player fails, there is no excuse for that player to be performing at a high level. They will treat that player just as that player has been taking every rep with first team or second team reps. There are no excuses. And if the team doesn't like what they're seeing, they will look quickly to move on. They wouldn't hesitate one bit. That's how the game goes. That's the nature of the business. Now, it doesn't sound like Shedeur is getting the normal opportunity he should be getting to prepare for a game in Cleveland, in practice, from what we're hearing, man. And I don't understand, because I can't think of an excuse that the Cleveland Browns can have for letting Shedeur not take any reps in practice. I can't fathom the fact that the Cleveland Browns are not letting Shedeur Sanders take any reps in practice. And you got a lot of haters out here. So I'm hoping this is just hater talk. Now, understand this too. For a lot of y'all out there that didn't make it to the NFL or never, practiced and seen what practice goes like, right? Scout team reps are not as big of a deal as long as reps with the players that have a chance playing on the game day are given. You see what I'm saying? So you don't really need practice squad reps with the scout team as long as you're practicing with the players that may be playing in the game. These guys out of Cleveland on the Tony Rizzo show are some big-time Shedeur Sanders haters, right? They are some big-time Shedeur Sanders haters. And they can't wait at all. Every chance they get, they can't wait at any opportunity they get to make a negative situation about anything they can concerning the young brother, Shedeur Sanders. And I don't even think this topic was necessary. But somehow, some way, they find a way to bring Shedeur Sanders up in this negative light and try to make the young brother look bad, like he did something to them. It's like, to some of these people, it's personal.
For no reason.
No reason.
Is not even running scout team. He's literally watching everyone play. Bailey Zappe's running the scout team. I don't know if that's true. That's what I'm hearing. Why is he on the team? Why is he even here? If that's what you think about, because his jersey is selling, the Haslam's don't need jersey money, do they?
No, they don't.
Then why is he on the team if he's not even running scout team? Which
He's
I don't
a developmental project, Riz.
I'd love to ask him. Now today is Stefanski's day to cop out, which I love.
Yes,
he's
he
smart.
gives the coordinators.
So smart.
Yeah.
Somebody better ask Tommy Reese whether Shedeur's running scout team or not, because I heard he's not.
So you clearly heard him say on the Tony Rizzo? Yeah, the Tony Rizzo show. I think I'm hearing he doesn't know, but he's ready to spread this news out. He's ready to get this out. He's ready to jump on the podcast and tell the world that he's heard, and he's not sure that Shedeur Sanders is not even getting reps with the scout team. So why is he even on the team? Just sounds like hate and strife and envy. right?
Mm-hmm.
But my thing to Cleveland, man, if Shedeur isn't getting any reps, not just on practice squad, then Kevin Stefanski is basically a liar. You know, when it comes to the development of those young players that they draft, per his words, you know, why would the Browns draft Shedeur and give him the type of treatment or give him this type of treatment? Just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make any sense. And you heard him, you know, we all know if you follow Cleveland Browns, Bailey Zappe was signed to the practice squad and he's running the scout team. He's the scout team quarterback. So he's supposed to, you know, take the majority of the scout team reps. That's just how it's supposed to go. He's the practice squad quarterback. He runs the scout team. So that's no surprise. But whatever is happening up there in Cleveland, man, is definitely intentional. They not hiding. I just don't understand why I can't put my finger on it, man. I just don't.
There's no injury report on him or nothing. He's just not getting reps.
No injury report, nothing. You know, they tried it in training camp with the oblique and the arm sore and things like that. Now they're just being, you know, straight blatant with it. It's like Shedeur Sanders, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's true. We're just going. We are reacting to what they're talking about on the Tony Rizzo show. So I don't know if it's true. It sounds like this can be a fiction movie. So I'm hoping it's not true. You know,
right.
But I know everyone speculates and throws the idea of the Cleveland Browns aren't doing right about Shedeur Sanders and trading Shedeur Sanders. A lot of people throw that idea around. And it sounds good. It sounds like a good idea. And it's fun to talk about. But the politics of the game wouldn't make sense for Shedeur Sanders to be traded because he doesn't have that type of value as a trade candidate, So if Shedeur gets an opportunity to play, like I predicted during mid-season, week 8, 9 to 10, and they choose to go with Bailey Zappe, that would be a travesty, man. That would be a travesty right there, man. I'm telling you, all hell will break loose. But if the things that we're hearing is true, if the things that we're hearing is true, Joe Flacco is not going to be running the quarterback. He's not going to be running that offense for very long, per my words. So then comes Dylan Gabriel. And if they're trying to bring Bailey Zappe along to say he should be in front of Shedeur Sanders,
no way.
Oh man, that is going to be some smoke in the city. There will be some smoke in the city. I could bet you that. You know what I mean? But whoever drafted Dylan Gabriel for the Cleveland Browns, man, really believe in him, and they really believe in Dylan Gabriel. And he may be the coach's pick to take over as the official starting quarterback after Joe Flacco is finally pulled, and they say they had enough for Joe Flacco. And if that's true, man, we have to wait and see. But I don't know. Somebody loves Dylan Gabriel over there, and they really are protecting and doing whatever they can to make sure he is safe. On the other hand, it's like, man, Shedeur Sanders, whatever, it's your turn to get a rep. All right, the equipment guy's out there. He's lined up, man. Everybody's moving to the next drill. It's like, but he's still humble with it, man. He's still humble. He still keep his faith. He's still a believer. He's, it's just I can imagine, man. This is one of the toughest situations to be in as an athlete. Have so much popularity and so much expectations, and just for some, when you leave it, when it's up to man, right? And everything is in man's hand. They can take you down. They could take you down.
Man, it's just part of the story, man. It's gonna make his story even greater at the end because he's gonna come out.
Make the story even greater at the end, man. It's gonna make the story even greater at the end. Got to keep believing, keep supporting Shedeur, man. Go buy some more jerseys, God dog it.